Hello everyone, today I am going to do a first impression video on Rare Beauty. This is the Selena Gomez line. I have the primer, I have the setting spray, I have some blushes, I have the highlighter, foundation, and a lipstick. I do have the liquid eyeliner, but I'm not going to use it because I'm not an eyeliner girl. My niece actually purchased all of this and said you have to try it. So here I am trying it for all of you. This line is affordable and it gets good reviews. We shall see. I am an aging woman. Most of the people who have reviewed it are younger girls, and some are in their 30s, but nobody is in their 60s reviewing it. So I'm going to, try it out and see what I think first impression. And I must admit up front that I am not a cream girl. I prefer my powder eyeshadows, although there are no eyeshadows in this collection. So I will be using a couple of different items. It's not exclusive to the Rare Beauty, but what I'm going to do is on camera, I will demonstrate and give you my first impression of the products that I do have, and then I'll finish up my makeup and we'll come back and we'll just, we'll close out the video strong. All right, my friends? All right. The product that I have here is the Rare Beauty, and this is the Illuminating Always an Optimist Silicone-Free Gel Primer. It has ultra fine pearls in it. It gives you a radiant finish. There are two sizes, $14 and $26 for the large. So let's go ahead and give this a try. I'll start out with one pump. Again, it's silicone free. I already have my eyebrows on because I do not have an eyebrow pencil here with me from the Rare Beauty line, and I'm blind as a bat, so I have to really pull in close and you wouldn't be able to see me anyway. All right, let me just put a little bit more on the forehead. Okay, so it goes on nicely. It has a little bit of a tacky feeling, which is not a bad thing for a primer. Let's see how it does on my pores. It didn't really camouflage the pores at all, but it does give a very luminous finish without any sparkles. That's a good thing when you're an aging woman. So if you have been looking for a primer that's going to give you that lit from below, this could be a very good primer for that. However, if you are someone who has a lot of pore issues, it didn't do anything for that. So what I will do is I'm going to go in with my Becca Skin, and I'm just going to put it on my nose area because my nose area will make me hate the foundation. And I think most people that have a pore issue, they use a blurring primer that really does camouflage the pores before they even put their foundation on. This is a really nice primer as well. All right, so my pores are addressed, and like I said, it does give a really nice glow without any sparkles. So not bad. And the feel of it, it doesn't have that super slick feel to it because there's no silicone, but yet it does have a nice slip. All right, and no fragrance that I can detect. All right, and Selena Gomez does have lupus, so she probably is very aware of what she's putting on her body and in her body. So I think that's probably why you will find that these products do not have a lot of the chemicals in them. They are cleaner than most, and with the money she raises from it, a percentage of it is going to mental health. So know that when you purchase this line, you're also helping out mental health, and it is affordable. Okay, so I have two foundations, and this is the Touch Weightless Natural Finish Foundation. It comes in 48 colors. It's $29, and it says medium to full coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and shake it. The two colors that I have here, 230N, and the other is 170W. This will be too light for me, but because I do not have the concealer in this line, I think I will just go ahead and maybe try this lighter one. We'll see what this looks like on me first, and we will determine then. So I'm going to give it a shake because you can hear it does have a little ball in there to really shake it up well. The bottle is a nice shape, and I'm not mad that she did this with the handle because if you have arthritis, you want it to be easy in and easy out. Although if you're young, you're probably not worrying about that. Okay, so it comes in a doe foot, but I'm not going to do that on my face. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my hand, and then I will work from there. It is a thinner consistency, almost like a serum. Not as liquidy as a serum, but it is thinner. But they do say it's medium to full coverage. Yeah, medium to full coverage. So let's go ahead and see. I'm just going to go in and put some on this side of my face. Okay, this color here, it's a little yellow. I do like a little bit of a yellow undertone, but this is a little bit yellow. But we'll see how it plays on the skin. So I'm going to just put it, little dots of it. And then I'm going to go in with a rougher brush, and I'm just going to blend this with a brush on this side. Let's get the hair out of the way. I don't normally like a brush for foundation. I much prefer a sponge, which I'm going to change and do on the other side. But I do want those of you who really like to apply with a brush to see the finish you get. And it is definitely full coverage. I'm going to put a little bit more on my nose. And right here I have a little breakthrough, so let's put a little bit more right there. It has a beautiful, almost satin-like finish. It is separating a little bit right here on my skin, but that could be the brush. We'll see how the sponge side does. I believe this line is sold with a sponge. She also does have some brushes. So let's just go over the eyebrow area. Okay, so that is, I don't really like the application of it with a brush. I would definitely have to go in with a sponge or my fingers, but I'm going to do the other side with a sponge. So let me go ahead and apply more of the foundation. It is really a lightweight serum-like foundation, almost has a little bit of a greasy feel to it, but I'm not hating it. So we'll see. This is the e.l.f. sponge, so I'm just going to go in and pick up what's left. And this is my preferred method for foundation, and I like to pounce it along. I just feel I get a really smooth application with a damp sponge. And I like the e.l.f. sponge. I like the Sonia Kashuk sponge. There are many sponges out there. Always use them damp though, always. Yeah, I much prefer the coverage with a sponge. I'm going to need a little bit more. So I'll just go ahead and put a little bit more on my hand. It definitely is. The consistency is very, very similar to a serum foundation. It's not as runny as a serum. So I'm just going to put a little bit more here. And we will go in with our sponge. Well, not ours. It's my sponge, but because I want you to join in, it's ours. It definitely gives good coverage, really good coverage. It really does. Better coverage with a sponge than with the brush for me. Now I'll do my forehead. This color, like I said, it does have a little bit of a yellow undertone, so if you are used to buying the same colors as me, this yellow undertone may be a bit too much. We'll see how it looks at the end. It definitely is better, in my opinion, applied with a sponge. So that is the sponge side, and that is the brush side. I'm going to go ahead and take what's left on my hand and just do a little bit more on my nose, and I'm going to go over the area that was separating with the brush. Really a nice finish. It really is. It doesn't have a perfume smell to it. It's really not bad at all. I do think I can feel it on my skin, and I will say I'm going to stick to it. Has a little bit of an oily feel to me, and I'm still feeling that on my skin, and it is a little bit tacky, but we'll see how it dries down. Normally a foundation has already started to set a little bit, and this one has not, so let's just hang tight for a minute and we'll see. I'm going to go in with the lighter and use this up underneath my eyes. Again, this one is the 170 warm. It may be too light for underneath my eyes, but I'm just going to take a small amount because I do need to camouflage out this darkness. And like I said, I don't have the concealer for it, so I'm just going to go up underneath the eyes with the lighter just to brighten it up slightly. And then I'll also go on the lid just to camouflage out the blue veining that I have. And sometimes I do just use my foundation because concealers at my age, they just accentuate the wrinkles underneath my eyes. Okay, so that's what the foundation looks like under the eye. I will set this with a little bit of powder. Now I'm going to just go in and finish this side. It goes on nicely, it blends, the foundation I'm talking about. I have seen reviews with the concealer and people do like it. But again, for me, concealer is not always my friend at this age. But if you are young and you have no wrinkles, you may really, really like this foundation. If you're dry skin especially, I'm not sure how an oily skin would be able to wear this because of the oil feel to it. All right, so now let's start. Yeah, it still has a lot of tackiness and moisture to it. So I'm going to go ahead and I will just powder the section that I'm going to put a bronzer. Now I don't have the bronzer in this line, so I'm going to use another bronzer. So let me just go ahead and put that on, and I'm going to go in with a powder. And I'm just going to touch where I will be applying bronzer. I don't want to do the tops of my cheek because I am going to put a cream on there. So let me go ahead. If I had a cream bronzer, I would have used that, but I don't. So we'll just go like this and we'll just work with it. All right, so now I'm going to go in and put a bronzer on. And I'll go in with the Buxom, which one do I want? Well, I have two Buxom, Backyard Bronze and Rooftop Tan. I think I'll go in with Rooftop Tan. And I'm just going to go in and apply that. Again, they have a bronzer, but I do not have it, so I'm just bronzing up a little bit. And I'm trying to keep it only where I have powdered. Okay, so this is actually a very nice bronze. Like that a lot. So let's move on to the blush. This is what the packaging looks like. Again, very easy to open and close. I think my niece had told me something about, because she has lupus, I think she's suffering with arthritis, so she really did try to design the package so that it was easy for everyone to use. And it really is. I mean, there's nothing, you can grip onto this, and sometimes it's hard when you have arthritis to really grip the whole thing. So I do like the packaging of these. Again, I have 3 of them. 2 are dewy, and this one is Happy and one is Joy. This is Happy, which is a cool dewy pink. And then I also have, this one here is Joy, which is a dewy muted peach. I'm going to go ahead and let you see these. This is the peach. Let me go ahead and just put a small dot because you do not need a lot of this. So that's what it looks like on the hand. And then I'm going to go and just tap this out. This could do both of your cheeks, the amount I used. But that is the color of it. Again, you don't need a lot of that at all. And let's go ahead and swatch this one. This one again is Happy, and it is a pink. So we're going to go ahead, put a dot of that on, and that's what it looks like out of the bottle. And now I'm just going to go ahead and blend that down. Again, I put enough on here for maybe 4 sets of cheeks. But anyway, that is the color. They're beautiful. Lots of pigment going on there. All right, so let's clean that up. I think I'm going to go in with this one here. Now, those are the dewy. This is a matte. So let's go ahead and try this one. This one is Bliss, which is a matte nude pink. Everyone knows that I prefer a dewy, so that's the reason why I'm going to use the matte. So I'm going to go in. I'll put this on my hand first, And again, you need a small amount, but let me show you what it looks like concentrated, where it's not so sheared out. So that's what this color looks like. It's really a pretty baby pink. It's a nude. It's like a nude pink. It's really pretty. So I'm going to stick with that one with a blush brush. This is number 4 from Refer. And I'm going to go ahead and put some on my hand. And let's just tap this on the high points of the cheek. And then let's just blend it down. Lots of color to this, lots. I'll put a little bit more. Build on this. Don't just plop a whole bunch on your cheek. Build on it. And make sure you have a nice soft brush. You could probably use your sponge if that's what you're used to when you work with cream products. You do have some time before these things dry down. Like I said, the foundation still has a tacky feel. I'm still working with that little bit. And I'm just going to blend that on the high points of my cheek. And it's really, really pretty. It's a really pretty blush. It really does lift the cheek up, and you just want to be careful how much you're using, and then just blend it down. I'm going to go in now and just go with the bronzer just to make sure that I have those blended well. So that is the blush. Really, really pretty. Very, very pretty. Let's do the other side. So I do like the blush. It really does go on nicely. Very, very, it has a lot of pigment, my friends. A lot of pigment, so go in slow. We're gonna move on to highlighter, and these kind of scare me. They scare me, but I know this is what especially young people are really into. So I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I don't think that either color is perfect for me, but we're going to go ahead and try. And I have 2, and these are the Positive Light Liquid Luminizer. These are $22, and they come in 8 shades. I have Mesmerize, which is a rose bronze, and I have Flaunt, which is a bronze gold. Did I do that right? Yes. I think... Let's do them on my hand first. Okay, this one is Mesmerized. So this is the rose gold. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this on my hand. And I'm going to swatch it down for you so that you can see. Okay, it doesn't have any glitter to it, which is really nice. It's right here along my hand. It does throw a little bit of a white cast, which I don't normally like in a highlight, but I know many people do. Like I said, they have 8 shades, so you can find the perfect color for you. This is really not a bad highlight because it doesn't have any glitter to it. So let's go ahead, and this one here again is Flaunt, which is a bronze gold. And let's see how this one lays on my skin. It might be better for me. So I'll just blend that down. Oh, I think I'll go with this one only because it doesn't throw that white cast. So there is the bronze gold. It's a nicer finish for my skin tone. So we'll go ahead and we will try that one out. So we're using the bronze, the Flaunt. All right. I'm scared, people. All right, so we'll put that. It's a nice liquid. It doesn't really have a scent to it. None of these have a scent to them. And like I said, they're free of all the chemicals. So I'm just going to use a small amount to start with. And I might use my sponge for this. We'll start with my finger first. So I'm just going to go ahead and dab it on. And then I'm going to go in and just pounce down on it. Yeah, I don't think I like this. Yeah, I'm not really crazy about this. First of all, it's lifting the foundation and blush off. So let's do it with my fingers. Okay, that's better. The sponge, it was lifting off. With the fingers, it doesn't. Okay, so that is what it looks like. This side has it on it, and this side does not. I don't know, what do you think? I don't really know if I love it. I don't think I do. Let's put a little bit more right here, And then let's blend it down. It's definitely going to accentuate if you have texture to your skin and if you have wrinkles, which if you're in your 20s, you probably don't have wrinkles. But if you are in your 60s like moi, you're going to have some wrinkles. It is a pretty satin finish, but I just don't like the way it's laying on the skin. I would not use this again. This one I don't care for. I'm going to go ahead and finish up on the other side, but I do not care for the highlight. That's just me, my friends. I know that people are giving really great reviews, but I thought I'll just step into the ring for this one and see, because it is such a good price point. That's what it looks like, my friends. All right, let's move on. Not impressed with the highlighter at all for me, just not. Okay, so I'm just going to touch my eyes up a bit and I'll be right back. Before I do my mascara, I'm going to use the setting spray. This is Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Prime and Set Mist. It hydrates, primes, and sets the makeup. It has niacinamide in it, and it's $24 for the bottle. And I'm just going to shake it up and spritz. Has a nice fresh smell to it. I'm going to go ahead and take my fan and help it along. It does add a very pretty glow. I did powder underneath my eyes off camera. And I'm going to go off and do my mascara, and then I will be right back. So I'm back, and off camera for my eyeshadow, I just used the bronzer. And again, this is the Rooftop Tan from Buxom. It's the Staycation Vibes. I just put it all over the lid. Don't even need an eyeshadow. You can easily create a little depth and contour your eyelid. No problem. Okay? Okay. And then off camera, I decided to go ahead and put my lips on. And I see everyone talking about the Soufflé Matte Lip, but I wanted to feature the one that's on my lips, and this is called Praise, and it is the Dewy Lip Balm. It is really comfortable on the lips. If I had to compare it to a lip balm, I would say that they're very, very similar to the L'Oreal that's in the clear crystal tubes, the glosses. Very, very similar. Comes in 8 shades. The shade that I am wearing is Praise. And it is a muted peach tone, and the liner I have it on is a tan nude. And it runs $16, and it's a hydrating, nourishing lip balm. I think it is really, really pretty, and of course you all know that I absolutely love this color. Comes in a tube like this, and let me just show you the color on its own without the lip liner. That is the color. So the lip liner just gives it a little bit of oomph as far as color. Really, really nice. Again, that is Praise. That's what it looks like with a lip liner. And it just keeps reminding me of the L'Oreal lip balms. So what I thought I would do with the lip soufflés is just go ahead and swatch them for you. And the first one I'm going to swatch is Courage. And this is a nude mauve. And these run $20. And you can put these on a little thicker, or you can shear them out. And when they wear off, you have like a lip stain. So you are always with color on your lips with these. And they are, to me, they are not as dry looking as some of the mattes. So that is the nude mauve in Courage. The next one I'm going to share with you is Inspire. And this is a bright red. I like this color a lot. That is a bright red. The next one is Motivate, and this is a watermelon pink. And the last one I have, but remember there are more. The last one I have is, this one is Energize. Yes, Energize. And this is a bright coral. And there is that one. It almost looks pink, but it does, when you're looking at it in real life, it does have a brighter coral undertone to it. I think I'll take a picture of these outside and insert them so you can see. So we have Courage, we have Inspire, we have Motivate, and we have Energize. That is it for the lip soufflés. Let's take a look before I leave you to see how the foundation is looking. Now, remember, I am 61. I'm not a 20-year-old. I'm not even a 30-year-old. I am 61 years old. I have dry skin. However, it's not as dry as it used to be because of all the humidity in Florida. I do have a little bit of sagging here. I have some lip lines, not some. I have very deep lip lines. I have pretty decent folds here, and I have some wrinkling here and here, and I also have wrinkles underneath my eyes. Now, I did set the foundation. I did not use the concealer underneath my eyes. I did set the foundation, and it is still creasing underneath the eyes, and it is accentuating all of the wrinkles underneath my eyes. So the foundation does not play well underneath the eyes, but they don't claim that it does, okay? For my face, the finish of this foundation is really beautiful. It's a beautiful satin finish. It still has a tacky feel to it, and it still feels, I hate to say this, a little greasy. It has a tackiness to it. I didn't powder up here. I did powder the nose area and underneath the eyes, and I didn't really powder anywhere else. So when I do touch it, it did not dry down like some foundations will, but it does leave you with a beautiful finish. It is good coverage. I think if you went in with a second layer, you'd even get better coverage. I only used what you saw, and the consistency of it is that of a serum, a little bit more than a serum foundation, which usually lend themselves to a little bit more oil in them. So maybe that's why I'm feeling it. But with that being said, it really is a beautiful finish with good coverage. It is collecting in all of my lines, but that's because I did not set it with powder. Had I set it with powder, it probably would have had a fighting chance, my friends. So that is my take, my first impression on the Rare Beauty line. I do like the blush, and I also like the foundation. I love this lip balm. It's really nice, and I do think that the lip soufflés, even though I am not a matte lipstick wearer at all, I actually dislike them strongly. These are nice because they don't dry down and they're just not as flat as some of the matte lipsticks. Now, many people love the long wear lipsticks, and they need them because, especially with mask wearing, they need them because they don't have time to redo their lips all day long. So if you are looking for a very affordable lip product, this is it. But if you like juicy lips, this is very, very nice, and they all have a few more colors than what I shared with you. All right, my friends, I'm going to let you go. Let us know in the comments if you have tried the Rare Beauty line. What are your thoughts about the products that you use? List the products, list your age or your skin type at least, to give people an idea when they read the comments. I know this is a buzz line right now, and I know you're going to get a lot of good reviews. You're going to get some in-between reviews, but like I said, I've yet to see an aging woman review this. I don't get to watch everybody on YouTube, so somebody may have. But for me, the foundation, I would give it another go. The blush, I would give another go. And but the highlighter, I did not like the highlighter, my friends. I'm sorry. And the lip products are really nice, really, really nice. And the mascara I'm wearing, because this is my first time using it, is the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes. I really like this. It's a double wand. One side's for curling and lengthening. What I did is I used the side, which adds volume, and it looks like that. And then I went in with my second coat, the curl and lengthen, because I prefer a little more bulk to my lashes than length. So I use the two of them together, and I really like it. I do. All right, my friends, I'm going to let you go. Read the description box. I will put below how this actually wore throughout the day. If I you know, for my skin, if it's a go or if it's a no. My final thoughts will be down there. All right, my friends, don't forget to subscribe on your way out. I'd love to have you as an ageless beauty. I don't care how old you are, if you don't care how old I am. All right, my friends, that's it for me today. Love you guys. Bisous.